Hey everyone, Jeremy Miloszewicz here. Thanks for watching. Please take a look in the description below where I have a few links if you're interested in building your upper register or playing with a better sound in all of your registers. I've got some information in the links below, sitting next to me in the orchestra pit for something I did many years ago, and then another link down below where I have a survey where I've sometimes will answer people's questions, and I'm about to try to do that right now. There was a question that someone asked me a couple of months ago when I put out this survey, and I'm trying to get to these one by one, and it's taken a while, but I will get to each one of these questions for all of the people who submitted. So this question is from someone who says, as a comeback player, how can I stop the overthink when I literally set up or place the mouthpiece on the embouchure? And then there's a follow-up question. As a former local pit player, how can I use my past book knowledge or show experience to aid my physical mental approach? Okay, so I think answering the first question will kind of help with the second question as well. And my answer to that is I never really think of setting the mouthpiece and looking for a specific feel when I do that. I put it up there and I'm kind of in my mind singing the note that I'm about to play mentally, and then I play, and it's the kind of the feeling of blowing the embouchure into position rather than setting it up and trying to, isometrically control it. I don't do that as much as I just think of, like, you take in this breath and you're playing by blowing the embouchure into position. I think it helps and solves a lot of problems. That's not an original thought. Bill Adam taught me that, and a lot of his students teach that same way, and a lot of their students get great results. And then you're not thinking so much about having to find a very specific feeling every time. You're playing and you're blowing it into position, and it becomes a lot easier that way. A lot easier. And consistency becomes much better. Now, one thing that you can do, I think, in order to help that happen, get in the habit of singing what you're about to play and then play it. If you can make sure that you've got a set of music, at least a half an hour of playing the Arbans, the songs, in the art of phrasing toward the back of the book. A half hour of those are great. That's great stuff to do. Or, a half hour of this book. This is the, let me show you here. I want to see it in the camera too, though. Yeah, there you go. Robert Getchell. First book of practical studies. These are great. You sing one, you play one. You sing one, you play it. And then you start getting in the habit of that blowing the embouchure into position where you're not isometrically trying to control everything as much, and that's good for you. Conconis are fantastic as well. The vocalises. Find the Conconi vocalise book. There are a couple versions out there. That's great. But I'm going to demonstrate just the first song from that art of phrasing section in the Arbans book, and that's all I'm thinking about. Not thinking about setting anything up or whatever, just thinking about blowing the embouchure into position and trying to be musical. So in answering the second part of the question, kind of the same thing. Just be musical, even if it's fundamental exercises. Just be as musical as you can, sing it, then play it, and get in the habit of kind of like a circle. You're taking that breath and then you're releasing it, and you're not going yeah, or whatever people do, because oftentimes that's what it sounds like when it comes out, is like, who wants that? Not too many people. Like, I don't. So anyway, I hope that answers the question. And if you're the person who asked that and you're like, that didn't answer the question, leave a comment below and or click on that link for the survey and ask a follow-up if you want to. So, and I'm going to get to all these. So, okay, here I am doing that Robin Adair from The Art of Phrasing. Thanks.